What's up, everybody? This is Alex from Krisiun, and you're listening to the FANTASM Podcast.
Phantasm. Maximum terror.
That's your target audience, baby!
Phantasm.
And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
Phantasm.
Sell the metal! Sell the metal! Sell the metal! Sell the metal!
Phantasm.
Hey, this is Dr. Vincent West, Medical Doctor with the Phantasm Podcast, and we have got one of my favorite people, one of my favorite bands on the fucking planet. Got Krisiun on today. We've got Alex, dear friend of mine. Love this guy. They've got a new album coming out in July called Mortem Solis, and it's going to be on Century Media Records, and it comes out July 29th. Alex, my friend, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Just hanging out here in Florida talking with you. I can't thank you enough for doing this, man. This is so cool to get to hang out and talk about this new record. It's killer, as all Krisiun stuff is. To jump right into this, talk a little bit about the writing process for us for this record.
Yeah, man. It took us a few months. We had to, pretty much stay home because of that, because of the pandemic.
Sure.
And then we went for it. We got our own practicing room, and then we went for it. We started writing around June last year.
Uh-huh.
And then we went for it. We were home, and then we got nothing else to do, so we took advantage about it. We pretty much focused on writing a new record, the newer songs, everything new. And like I say, it took us a few months, but we're very happy with the result. We always dedicate ourselves to do this. It was a exciting process. We had fun. We still love what we do, and like I said, we were very happy with the result. Looking forward to go out on tour and play these new songs.
Oh, man, it's so fucking good. Every time a Krisiun album comes out, you guys just keep with such a great catalog. The whole catalog's great. This is just another masterpiece to go along with the catalog. It's so good. Mortem Solis is such a great album. Let's kind of just jump right into this thing. So what can you tell us about the first track, Sworn Enemies? Just something about that one.
Well, it's it pretty much carries out our essence. It's a brutal, fast track, but somehow we try to, develop our way of playing. We try to sound as tight as possible, as heavy as possible, but not sounding like digital or super edit like most of the bands nowadays, especially death metal bands. They've been using a lot of those tools, to sound super clear or super tight. And everything we play is organic. It sounds like some guys playing. You can tell it's songs got a lot of dynamics. You can hear when we push it back a little bit or when we speed it up a little bit.
Sure.
We don't use like the click. We just go for it like in the old days. We try to reproduce what we do on our practicing room.
Well, you nailed it, man. It's a hell of a way to kick the album off. And then track 2, Serpent Messiah. What can you tell us about that one?
It's a bit more, I would say, it has a bit more of that thrash influence,
Sure.
like Old Slave type of thing. Still, it's a Krisiun track. It's a fast track, but I would say with a a few more mid-tempo parts, you know what I mean? Like, it goes down, then we bring it back, like we speed it up. We try to keep it varied, you know what I mean? Like, I would say this track has more variation, I guess.
Oh yeah, man! I love the title too. It's awesome, classic Krisiun type thing. But he's got the thrash thing going. I fucking love it. I think it's really cool. Track 3, Swords into Flesh. What about that one? Great title too, by the way. I love that.
Yeah, it's this one. I would say it's a more epic kind of thing. You know what I mean? Also the message. You know what I mean? It has that epic feeling. You know what I mean? Like the old school stuff, you know what I mean? If I go mention like the influences, you know what I mean, they're pretty much the same. We've been listening to the same bands, you know what I mean? As far as metal goes, like Old Slayer, Morbid Angel, you know what I mean? And try to add our own touch to it, you know what I mean? It's I would say more like an epic with more epic parts, but it gets pretty fast. He has a couple of mid-tempo parts as well, but I would say it's more like an epic track. It has a little bit of that Nile touch too, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a killer track. And then track 4, Necronomical. What about that one? What can you tell us about that one?
Yeah, this one is like more like a slower track, you know what I mean? More like a dark track, you know what I mean? Like pretty evil, I would say. It's inspired on the Necronomicon book. Some of the words are taken from the Necronomicon book, and it's a haunting track, I would say. You know, I mean, it's kind of slow, but it gets faster on the middle. But yeah, it's a pretty haunting track. I love this track. That's one of my favorites on the album.
Oh, dude, it's fucking killer. Let's see, and then track 5, Tomb of the Nameless. What about that one?
Tomb of the Nameless. This one we're inspired on this hard times they've been through. You know what I mean? Like the pandemic and how the bad, evil things which are just happening like all over the world. You know what I mean? Like it's also a typical Krisiun track. You know what I mean? Fast track with a couple of mid-tempo parts, but the message is pretty much about like what's going on these days. You know what I mean? The whole world's falling apart in some parts. You know what I mean? And people are just getting buried on tombs without names. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much Tomb of the Nameless. It's
very appropriate for what's going on. Killer track as well. Yeah, it's very appropriate. And then tell us about track 6, the Dawn Sun Carnage intro for Temple of the Arbiter.
Yeah, we did this one like we're looking for a new intro actually, you know what I mean? But it came out pretty good. We loved that one, so we decided to put in the album, you know what I mean? It's I would say also an epic intro, you know what I mean? We've been using this for the past few shows, and it's been working pretty well. We love that one, you know what I mean? It's a different type of a song, you know what I mean? But I would say it fits pretty well with the rest of the songs. It's also a haunting, epic track. I love that one, and we're gonna use that as intro for the shows.
Oh fuck yeah, that's amazing. That's perfect. That's great. And then let's see. And then track 7, he goes right into the Temple of the. Is it Abattoir? Am I saying that, or is that Abattoir? Abattoir?
Yeah, some people say Abattoir. Some other people say Abattoir.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this one was inspired on those issues about like the decimating of the natives. You know what I mean? Like some parts of the world they were finding lots of natives which been buried like secretly, you know, I mean, the missionaries, the missionaries were like enslaving natives and killing them and burying them like without notice, you know, I mean, secretly. So it's also a pretty hot and dark, pretty dark thing, pretty dark. What's the right word? Was inspired those issues, you know what I mean, like the church enslaving natives and burying them without telling anybody. And then I'll say some people found it out like a couple of years ago. There was lots of natives like being buried decades back, and like animals, you know what I mean, and the church treat them like animals. So it was a good subject, you know what I mean, a nice subject to put on a song. And as far as the music goes, it's also a Krisiun typical track, you know what I mean, fast and brutal.
Oh, that's a killer track, man. It's one of my favorites on the album. It's so good. I love the title as well. And then
you get a few melodic parts in the middle, you know what I mean, like we're talking about those the thrash metal influence, you know what I mean. This one has a lot of more like a melodic parts in the middle.
Yeah, it's fucking rad, dude. It's a great song. And then track. What was that? I'm sorry.
No, thanks. I just say thanks, man.
Oh, of course, dude. I fucking love Krisiun. Y'all know I love you guys. This album is so fucking heavy. I love it. Track 8, War Bloodhammer. What about that one?
Yeah, the title speaks for itself, you know what I mean? It's a brutal track, and then I would say like for this album, we wanted to come up like more brutal and faster than Scourge of the Enthroned, the previous one. The previous album has a bit more like mid-tempo parts and trashy parts, but this one we were like, let's go like, you know, more brutal as it could ever be, you know what I mean? And this track is one of the most brutal on the record. It's even like I would say this one is the hardest song to play because it's so complex and lots of variations, you know what I mean. Lots of crazy riffs, you know what I mean. So I myself had some trouble to figure out and play and sing at the same time. And yeah, that's definitely the hardest. I would say the hardest song on the album, the War Bloodhammer.
Oh yeah, it's fucking killer. Track 9, As Angels Burn.
As Angels Burn, yeah. Well, I would have to think about it. Like, I don't really recall right now, but yeah, it's more like I would say anti-Christianism, anti-church, you know what I mean, and all this bullshit that they'll be preaching, and all the corruption. He reflects this on the world today, you know what I mean. The world is falling apart, and then everything they preach was just bullshit, you know what I mean. It's up to us, it's up to you. If you want to build up a better world, a better way of living, you know what I mean. And all those words they preach are hollow, you know what I mean. And so yeah, this it's a Krisiun song, it's a fast song as well, but you know what I mean, the message is pretty much about you know what I mean, we're bashing the church in this one pretty much.
It's fucking awesome. It also feels like it could kind of be connected to Tomb of the Nameless, sort of, maybe a little bit, kind of the message.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, every all the songs they connect to each other somehow, you know what I mean. That was the direction of the album, you know what I mean. Like, and yeah, definitely you got it. The songs, some of the songs, you know, they connect to each other, even though they're different, you know what I mean. But you know, I mean, sometimes subjects, you know what I mean? They kind of connect to each other.
Little interweaving message. I love it. Let's see here. And then my favorite track on this album, and my God, the title is so awesome. Classic Krisiun, Worm God. What can you tell us about that?
Worm God, man. I haven't really listened to the album in a while, you know what I mean? Like, we've been working hard.
Sure.
Promote, like, shows. And, Worm God, it's, it goes, like, you know what I mean? Same kind of spirit, you know what I mean? Same kind of message, you know what I mean? Like, the songs are pretty brutal, so the messages are brutal as well, you know what I mean? We're not trying to sound negative or anything like that, but we're just trying to bring it up, things that people, you know what I mean, tend to ignore, you know what I mean? And this whole religious thing is just, useless, you know what I mean? And there's, thousands of gods out there being worshipped, and they're not doing much, you know what I mean? Like I said, everything is just, up to us, you know what I mean? To believe ourselves and try to get things done, you know what I mean, by ourselves, you know what I mean? Trust yourself, trust your good friends, your family, and this whole religious thing is just a waste of time, you know what I mean? People tend to believe on these things which don't really exist, you know what I mean? And the church and the preachers are you know what I mean, nothing but making money out of stupid people, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, this track pretty much talks about it, you know what I mean? Worm God, you know what I mean? Nothing but a worm.
Dude, it's this Mortem Solis is almost like Krisiun's way of showing a mirror to society.
Yeah, definitely, man. Especially if you live in a country like Brazil, you know what I mean? Things are different down here, you know what I mean? It's not as bad as people figure, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of nice things around here too, you know what I mean? But we see things going on like around South America, you know what I mean? We travel a lot, so we see all those things and we try to bring it up, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's a lot of subjects inspired on I would say ancient things or things we take from books, but we try to keep realistic somehow, you know what I mean? Like we try to mix it up, all those things, you know what I mean? And yeah, we see these things going, and then we try to bring it up, you know what I mean? The world is not, you know what I mean, not about sunshine and rainbows, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's a bunch of crazy things going on, and the fact that we play brutal music, it's already some kind of a protest, you know what I mean? And all those messages and the subjects, and they go along with the music, you know what I mean? We try to tell people, like, you know what I mean, to, you know what I mean, stand up and do things by yourself, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. This album is a fucking masterpiece. As far as production goes, did you guys use someone you've used before for the production of the album?
No. Actually, we had Mark Lewis for the first time. You know, Mark Lewis is a well-known producer.
Absolutely.
He did a bunch of bands. He did a bunch of killer albums. We track the songs down here in São Paulo, which was great for us. You know what I mean? We for the first time we recorded like close to home. We could experiment things and try different things. because we're close to home. We had our own gear, like right here, so we could try different things, and we felt like very comfortable about it. You know what I mean? Like we're like, you know what I mean, close to home, so we could rest properly and talk about it and discuss things. And then we sent it over to Mark Lewis to mix and master it. And we're very happy with the result, man. We're very much satisfied. We're super happy with the sound. I mean, it can always be better, you know. I mean, here and there, but as a whole thing, we're very happy with the album. Like I said, we felt like comfortable, like to track the songs. We're close to home. We could talk more and try different things. And then we sent it over to Mark Lewis, and that's it. We were super happy with the final result, and I hope the kids will dig it as well.
Dude, it's organic Krisiun. It sounds so fucking awesome. This record, it just sounds like you got all three of you leaning back and just punching you in the face. It's fucking fantastic. This album, I can already tell you kids listening to Phantasm when I put this up, sitting here with Alex, talking about this album. This is the best fucking album that came out this year. This is my #1 record. This thing fucking rules. And I love it, man. You guys have knocked it out of the fucking park. It's a home run. It's a touchdown. It's awesome. It's a goal. It's amazing. It's great. I love it.
Thank you, Vincent, man. I appreciate it, man. We know each other for some time, and you'll always be there for us. Not only for us, but all those great bands, underground death metal bands. You've been very supportive, and you help the bands out, you know what I mean, to promote this stuff. And all I gotta say is thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it,
dude. This record is, seriously, tell the guys, it's a masterpiece. It's fantastic. It comes out July 29th on Century Media Records. Buy it, go see them. And real quick, do you want to run through some stuff you guys have got coming up that you can promote, like show wise?
Yeah, man. Like I mentioned, we're coming over next September for a tour with Revocation. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a long tour, and we're hitting pretty much all those markets out there. And then late this year we're going out with Nile over Europe. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just hit the road and meet everybody and have a good time, share a beer, play new songs. And yeah, for the kids over the U.S., hope to see you guys next September. We'll be out with Revocation. Should be a killer tour.
Oh, dude, it's going to be so fucking awesome. Dude, congratulations on this album. Like I said, it's my album of the year. This thing is so fucking good. Every time Krisiun puts one out, they fucking give it to you, and they give it their all. This record is a fucking masterpiece. It's 5 stars. It's great. Buy it. It comes out July 29th on Century Media Records. Alex, my dear friend, so awesome to catch up with you. Let's do this again in person. Say hi to the...
Yeah, definitely, man.
Oh,
definitely.
It's amazing. Say hi to your brothers. I love Krisiun. It's amazing stuff. Thank you so much for doing this today. I can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you, brother Vincent. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. I'm looking forward to meet up, and then definitely we do that again. Anytime you feel like, just let me know. And like I said, man, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, man.
Dude, seriously, they told me it was going to be Max today. I can't believe I'm getting to talk with you. I'm so excited. I have not seen you since that Suffocation show. I hope you're doing well. This album is fucking fantastic. Tell your brothers I said hi. Love you guys. This record's a fucking masterpiece, and I wish you all the success in the world, and I hope we get to do this again soon.
Thank you, brother. Likewise, it was great talking to you, man. Great talking to you, and I'll let them know. I'll let the guys know, and definitely looking forward to meet up, share a beer.
You can count on it. I'm buying, my friend. I'm buying. Just grab the brothers, and I'll buy the beer.
All right, my man.
Phantasm.
And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
Phantasm.